Understanding _getItem_ method. I have gone through most of the documentation of _getItem_ in the Python docs, but I am still unable to grasp the meaning of it. So all I can understand is that _getItem_ is used to implement calls like self-key. But what is the use of it? Let's say I have a Python class defined in this way. This returns the results as expected. But why use _getItem_ in the first place? I have also heard that Python calls _getItem_ internally. But why does it do it? Can someone please explain this in more detail?
Conma does a good job of explaining what _getItem_ is used for, but I want to give you an example which might be useful. Imagine a class which models a building. Within the data for the building it includes a number of attributes, including descriptions of the companies that occupy each floor. Without using _getItem_ we would have a class like this. We could however use _getItem_ and its counterpart _setItem_ to make the usage of the building class nicer. Whether you use _setItem_ like this really depends on how you plan to abstract your data. In this case we have decided to treat a building as a container of floors, and you could also implement an iterator for the building, and maybe even the ability to slice, i.e. get more than one floor's data at a time. It depends on what you need.
The syntax for getting item by key or index is just syntax sugar. When you evaluate AI, Python calls it ._getItem_I, or type it ._getItem_AI, but this distinction is about inheritance models and is not important here. Even if the class of a may not explicitly define this method, it is usually inherited from an ancestor class. All the Python 2.7 special method names and their semantics are listed here, this URL.
The magic method _getItem_ is basically used for accessing list items, dictionary entries, array elements etc. It is very useful for a quick lookup of instance attributes. Here I am showing this with an example class person that can be instantiated by name, age, and DOB, date of birth. The _getItem_ method is written in a way that one can access the indexed instance attributes, such as first or last name, day, month or year of the DOB, etc. Suppose one user input is as follows. With the help of _getItem_ method, the user can access the indexed attributes. For example,
as a side note, the _getItem_ method also allows you to turn your object into an iterable. Example, if used with iter, it can generate as many int squared values as you want.
For readability and consistency. That question is part of why operator overloading exists, since _getItem_ is one of the functions that implement that. If you get an unknown class, written by an unknown author, and you want to add its third element to its fifth element, you can very well assume that obj3, plus obj5, will work. What would that line look like in a language that does not support operator overloading? Probably something like obj.get3.add obj.get5? Or maybe obj.index 3. Plus obj.index 5? The problem with the second approach is that, 1. It's much less readable and, 2. You can't guess, you have to look up the documentation.
If you want to support the channel, consider subscribing.